good, everybody? It's Mohammed, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. This time, again, guys, another discussion video. We got some new information about the new set, Supreme Darkness Suda. I'm not too sure if it's a main set. I think this is a main set, and then I think it's Dimensional Crossbreakers. I finally got it right. That is the side set. But anyways, guys, starting off with the video, before we start it, of course, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see, yada, yada, yada. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So we will be going over some new, I guess, Supreme King Neo Space cards, I guess, but it's pretty cool how they're kind of revamping old archetypes. Like Blue Eyes went absolutely crazy. Hopefully these hero cards are the same. So the first one is Evil Hero Toxic Bubble. So I guess Evil Bubble Man. It looks pretty dope, right? Like I like it much better than like Neo Bubble Man. I don't know why you need a metamorphosis. Like, anyways, so it is a level 4 Water Fiend effect monster. So again, one thing to note is all the evil heroes, I think so, they're all fiends. So you can't roll to them. You can absolutely still use like Hero Lives and all the other search cards. I'm just saying you can't roll to them. You only special summon with the first effect of this card once per turn. You can only use the second effect once per turn. So you can only use each effect once per turn. You can special summon this card if summoned this. You can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except hero monsters. A generic level 4 extender. Pretty good. If it was a warrior, it'd be much better because then you could roll to an extender. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you could just go Stratos, get this, summon him out, and then this card says if this card is special summon and you control a fusion monster that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion, you can draw 2 cards. Okay, the wording is a little weird. I think it's like if you control a fusion monster that says must be special summoned with Dark Fusion. I think there needed to be quotation, but all in all, this card's really good actually. Like oh wow, just draw 2. Yeah, so this card's really good because you normal Stratos, or like let's say for example like you just have a Dark Fusion monster on the board, special summon this. I mean, it's really blatant that this is kind of going to be there's going to be more Dark Fusion support, so that's really good because in my opinion there are only like 2 good evil hero monsters. Malicious Edge and Infernal Prodigy, like those are only good in like Edison. It's Sinister Necrom. That card's crazy for evil heroes, and I can't remember the other. Adjusted Gold, and then of course there's Malicious Bane. But this one is a really good card. So again, the evil version of Neo Bubble Man. Yeah, okay. So this card is going to be Evil Hero Death Prison. Okay, it's gonna be Doom Prison. Death Prison's way too edgy, but a level 4 Light Rock effect monster. So it seems like none of them are really gonna be warriors, which is interesting. You can only special them with the first effect once per turn. You can only okay. So again, the exact same clause as the previous one. A 17 and 1100. I think this is like Prisma. If you control a fusion monster that was special summoned with Dark Fusion, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, really good. More extenders. You can send 1 hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you fusion summon a hero monster this turn, this face-up card can be used as any substitute for 1 fusion material was mentioned, but the other materials must be correct. Interesting. So this one says you're only locked into heroes, and this one can foolish anything, but then you're locked into heroes as well. But this card's really good because if you summon out this card, Evil Prisma, Prisma can dump Mali, right? Which is like probably the main thing that everybody's thinking of, like another Mali dump. And then you can start playing from there, which is really, really good in my opinion, especially because like you can make DPE, and then you can still have this guy as like an extender and things of that nature. So it is really good. And then yeah, he's an Evil Prisma, so pretty good. I didn't know Prisma was rock, but I'm pretty sure Prisma was like thunder or some shit. But then the next card we have is Evil Hero Hell Rider. So Evil Hero Inferno Rider. Again, all these card names are like super edgy. I don't even know how this is the evil hero, but it's a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, so maybe like an evil Mali. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card's normal special summon, add 1 Dark Fusion from your deck to your hand. So again, I'm sure, like, I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are ways to normal summon this card. But special summoning out is going to be pretty good off Hero Live. So summon, add a Dark Fusion from your deck to your hand. Or graveyard, pretty good. You can banish this card and 4 other monsters from your graveyard. Set 1 Super Poly from your deck. Also, until the end of your opponent's turn, you cannot special summon except hero monsters, but you can fusion summon fusion monsters that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion with effects other than it. Okay, so this is pretty good because if you dump it and then banish 4 other monsters, now you can go ahead and fusion summon. So the Super Poly would basically be able to get into an evil hero, essentially. I don't know why I was yapping all that, but the Super Poly that you set off this card's effect during your opponent's turn, you can use their monsters to go into evil heroes because I'm pretty sure all the evil heroes say must be summoned by Dark Fusion. And says this card represents Pikachu Archfiend, which showed up in... Okay, come on, bro. I'm not doing that. Supreme King Judai. Okay, well, all right, man. Anyways, moving on. So we got fusion monsters. Okay, so this is Drip Lord Jaden, but it's going to be Neos, okay? So it's Evil Hero Neos Lord. Very simple name. Level 10 Dark Fiend. 25/25. Elemental Hero Neos or 1 fusion monster that mentions it. plus 1 effect monster on the field. So this is gonna be pretty good as like a super poly target for heroes, things of that nature as well. Must be spell summoned with Dark Fusion. So there you go. That's what I was saying. The claws that all the other decks are, and you can only use the first effect monster turn. If this card is spell summoned, or if a monster is sent to your opponent's grave while this monster is on the field, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it, cannot be stored battle card effects. So this is really good. So going first, or no, going second, you steal monster. Going first, there's the threat of target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it. So if they like, let's say like hypothetically speaking, you end on this, and if you link 2 monsters into Closed Moon, this card will trigger to take the Closed Moon. So that's pretty good, honestly. And it can't be stored battle card effects, which is like another very important annoying blanket effect, like a secret effect, quote unquote. But this is really good, like a change of hearts. I like that's a really good effect going first. Looks like we have a Evil Hero Flame Wingman, so Inferno Wing, Hellback Fire, okay, Infernal Backlash, yeah, okay, I don't know what's up with these names, but level 6 Fire Fiend Fusion effect monster, attack 21, defense 1200, elemental theory avian or burst Signatrix plus any hero monster. Again, pretty good in that regard as well, especially because like we have Prisma and the Miller card. Must be spell summoned with Dark Fusion, can only be used first effect once per turn. If this is spell summoned, add 1 Dark Fusion or 1 card that mentions it from your deck or grave to your hand, except a fusion monster. Oh, add 1 Dark Fusion or 1 card that mentions it. That's really good. How would you even add a fusion monster? But I guess you can't recycle, but that's really good. Like you can add any card that mentions it, so that's interesting because I'm pretty sure there's like a crap ton of Dark Fusion cards out there. It's just that like it's really weird. Anyways, oh, and then they have that sorry, I'm getting off track, but then it says if your hero monster destroys opponent's monster by battle, inflict 2100 damage to them, and that's okay, that's once per turn. That would have been a crazy OTK device, but this card's really good as well. This is probably the card you make going first, personally. You do this, search a Dark Fusion card, and yeah, you just start playing. So okay, cool. And then moving on, we have, okay, this is an interesting one, Evil Hero Dark Knight. I'm not too sure what this one is. Like, is it a Necro Shade? I'm not sure, but 16-0, 1 Fiend monster, 1 Warrior monster. So this is going to be their kind of go-to play during your opponent's turn, when they set it off of like Infernal Rider or Evil Rider Man. You set this and then a Warrior and a Fiend, so it's really easy to spell summon. Monster your opponent controls lose attack equal to the total attack of the fusion materials used for this card's fusion. That's crazy because like more or less it'll go to 0. Can make a second attack during each battle phase, so basically you'll be doing 32 often. If this face up special summon card you control leaves field by your opponent, target 1 Fiend or Warrior monster in your grave or special summon in defense position. So just another good blanket card, especially because Evil Heroes, like most of their extra deck monsters are OTK cards. Malicious Bane's like the only one that you could have end on, but from now like you can end on this, or you can end on this, which is going to search, and then you should probably during your opponent's turn for this. So it seems like we have more spell cards, so activate one of these. Oh my god, they got a lot of cards. So Dark Contact. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion from your extra deck by shuffle. Okay, so this is the Miracle Fusion from your field, graveyard, and or banished into the deck. This tree is fusion summon with Dark Fusion. Really, really cool. And also list Dark Fusion so you can search this card. So it's a searchable Miracle Fusion in that regard. Or like a Cyberload Fusion, whatever you want to call it. Add 1 Supreme King's Castle or Dark Fusion from deck to your hand. Activate one of these effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. So you can use this to either add Supreme King Castle or Dark Fusion or Fusion Summon, which is really good. Also, Supreme King's Castle, I'm pretty sure it's like a really shitty card, but I'm pretty sure when you have it face up, you can Fusion Summon monsters that need Dark Fusion without using Dark Fusion. So it basically makes your Super Poly live always, especially like, and you can use your Polys to get into it as well. So it's gonna be a really good one of, in my opinion. I don't know if they can like, I mean, they do have searchers, but I don't know if you play more than that. And then it also has the mill effect where like if it battles, you can mill, so it's pretty good. This card's good in my opinion. I think it's really good. Being able to like Fusion Summon, it just sucks that you can't use it from your hand. That's the only downside, but I think this card is really good. And then moving on, we also have Evil Assault. A normal spell card, discard 1 card. You can also special monster from your extra deck for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, except hero monsters. Okay, whoa, my hero deck locks me. Also take 1 level 4 or lower Evil Hero monster from your deck and either add to your hand or special summon it. That's also really crazy. That's the E-Telly. If this card's in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, banish and add 1 Dark Fusion from graveyard to your hand. This is really good. So these 2 spell cards are really good. Especially, okay, these cards are really good actually. Because now it gives heroes like a play going first, as opposed to like the whole like favorite hero pop cards. I think this is actually really legit in my opinion. And then Dark Supremacy, okay, of course doing a normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. Target face up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Dark Fusion and spells that mention it in your graveyard. Negate their effects until the end of this turn. So we got a little forbidden droplet action going on. If this card's in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, banish it. Target 5 hero monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and then draw. I'm kidding. It should have said draw 2 in my opinion, or even draw 1. like trap cards like these where it's like you use it, send it to the graveyard, and then do it. I think like they're only gonna be playing one of it anyway, so in my opinion, like banishing it to shuffle back is pretty good. Reminds you of the Pearly card, Yeep. It reminds you of like Zodiac combo as well. But you know, in my opinion, guys, these cards are really good. I think that Toxic Bubble is really good because it's an easy special summon, and then if you control a fusion monster that was summoned with Dark Fusion, you can draw 2 cards. I'm not too sure how this works with like the cards that are like it's treated as a Dark Fusion. If that's the case and it always resolves, then you're drawing 2 cards is crazy. This card is also really good because this is a Prisma that dumps, and then if you fusion summon, this can be substitute for any of them, and then if you have the guy, you can special summon as well. Like these cards, this one is like one of the only ones that I'm not too sure if you would play personally, because like if you're dumping it, I think dumping Sinister Necrom is better, because I think Sinister Necrom is like another E-Telly as well. So like if you dump it, then Sinister Necrom summon out. I think this card's like it's like 50-50, especially if you have the field spell. You can already substitute their monsters as if it was used for Dark Fusion using the Super Poly. Neos Lord I think is good, just like a solid one of take control of a monster, going first or second, really good. And then we also have this card. This card's gonna be like the mainstay. You make this card, you search one of the cards, the trap card, Dark Fusion. I know they got the other card as well. It's like evil something. I'll throw it up here if I remember, but it's like the evil card that's like if you shoot someone you draw 2. So they did get like a small wave of support previously a couple of years ago, I think. And then they also have Dark Knight. This one's like questionable, but I think that's pretty good like as a Super Poly target. This spell card is really good, so again, fuse or add, so it's really good in that regard. This is crazy, the E-Telly, which is like you hero lives at 1, and then you can do this to get the other, and it gets like crazy from here, and you're not even locked into special evil heroes, which is really good, like in my opinion. I mean, if they had nib counters, it would be nicer, but whatever, right? And then Dark Supremacy. Dark Supremacy. But in my opinion, guys, I think that the new wave of support for these cards and like legacy support is the best way to kind of move on. Like you release like really broken archetypes, and then you do legacy supports later on. But let me know what you guys think down below. Again, guys, check out my Twitter, Discord, links, everything. My name's Hamza, like I always say. Keep on shining, never gonna jeans. Peace.